Tall, faceless, and wearing a suit. For years, the very sight of him was enough to send shivers down the internet's spine. Slenderman wasn't just a monster. He was the monster of the early 2010s. The first true internet boogeyman. But here's the thing. Slenderman wasn't just born from folklore or ancient mythology, he was created in a Photoshop contest on the forum in 2009. And somehow, their random post snowballed into a global phenomenon. We're talking creepypastas, YouTube series, video games, and even a Hollywood movie. So, how does a fan-made Photoshop meme become one of the most recognizable horror icons of the decade? And just as importantly, what killed him? This is the rise and fall of Slenderman. Our story starts on June the 10th, 2009, on the Something Awful forums. The user Victor Surge submitted two eerie black and white photographs of children, with a tall, faceless figure lurking in the background. Underneath, he added fake witness statements like, "We didn't want to go, we didn't want to kill them." It was meant to be part of a Photoshop challenge. Create a paranormal image, but something about Slenderman got stuck. He wasn't over-designed. No glowing eyes, no dripping blood, no claws, just emptiness. A blank face and impossibly long limbs. The mystery left room for your imagination to fill in the horror. Pretty soon, other users piled on, adding more photos, fake reports, even fabricated historical documents tying Slenderman to kidnappings across time. Within days, a full mythology started to form. Unlike older urban legends like Bloody Mary or the Boogeyman, Slenderman was the first crowdsourced monster. He was born online, shaped by hundreds of writers at once. The early 2010s were peak for creepypastas. Sites like Creepypasta Wiki or Reddit No Sleep and YouTube narratives exploded in popularity. Slenderman became the mascot of the internet horror. He wasn't tied to one story, he was everywhere. Writers described him as walking forests, diving people insane, abducting children, or manipulating minds. And because there was no canon, fans could remix him endlessly. Slenderman was less like a character and more like a shared mythos, an open source monster. That flexibility made him perfect for YouTube horror projects. In 2009, a group of film students launched a website called Marble Hornets. It looked like a simple YouTube channel. Shaky cam footage, short videos, wire distortions, but then the figure showed up. A tall, faceless man in the background. This was The Operator, the series version of the Slenderman, and audiences were hooked. Marble Hornets essentially invented the found footage YouTube horror. It was mysterious, interactive, and felt real in a way movies didn't. The series went for 5 years, racking up millions of views, inspiring spin-offs like Triple 12 and Everyman Hybrid. Suddenly, Slenderman wasn't just an image, he was a franchise. And then came the games. In 2012, a free indie horror game called Slender the 8 Pages dropped online. The premise was simple: collect 8 pages in a dark forest while avoiding Slenderman. That's it, but the atmosphere was terrifying. Streamers and YouTubers launched into it instantly. PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, you name it, they played it. Watching people scream at the sudden whoosh of static became a whole genre on YouTube content. The success led to sequels, Slender the Arrival in 2013, and the moment Slenderman was mainstream. He wasn't just a creepypasta character anymore, he was the face of internet horror itself. But with mainstream success came, well, problems. First, oversaturation. By 2013 and 2014, Slenderman was everywhere, and endless fan games, knockoffs, and parodies, what once felt fresh and terrifying started to feel overexposed. Second, reality blurred in a disturbing way. In 2014, the infamous Slenderman stabbing case hit the news. Two 12-year-old girls attempted to murder their classmate, claiming Slenderman told them to do it, and the media exploded, painting Slenderman as a dangerous influence corrupting kids. While the community knew Slenderman was a fiction, public opinion turned sour. Parents panicked, schools banned anything related to him, and the creepypasta community suddenly had a PR nightmare. Then came the 2018 Hollywood Slenderman movie. It should have been his big moment. Instead, it flopped. Critics panned it as generic and lifeless. Ironically, the movie failed because it tried to give Slenderman too much lore. By answering the mystery, it killed the fear. And just like that, Slenderman went from viral terror to yesterday's meme. So what's Slenderman's legacy? For one, he proved the internet could create modern mythology. Unlike Dracula or Frankenstein, who came from novels, Slenderman was born in the forum thread. His rise showed the power of collective storytelling online. He also paved the way for internet horror as a whole. ARG's analog horror series like Local 58 and the Mandela Catalog, even the popularity of indie horror games like Five Nights at Freddy's. None of that blows up the same way like Slenderman breaking the ground first. And while his mainstream moment has passed, Slenderman never fully died. Fan art, indie projects, and nostalgia keep him alive. He's less of an active thread in internet culture now, and more of a creepy legend, like an urban myth of the early 2010s. In the end, Slenderman wasn't just a monster, he was a mirror of internet itself. Collaborative, viral, chaotic, and sometimes dangerous. He rose fast, fell hard, but left a private online to mark online horror. So next time you're walking through the woods at night and you feel like you're being watched, don't look back, because who knows, maybe Slenderman is out there waiting.